Does Zoe want to be in my favorites video? Is that why you're in here? Come here. Come here. Oh, Bowser's jelly. Oh! Hello everyone. Now first things first, I have a new background. Yay! Yay! Hello, welcome to my new background. This is actually the second bedroom in our apartment. It is a office slash storage slash filming room. I have my 3 hearts right over here. Can you see that? My mom gave that to me. This ballet sign that I used to have hanging in the dance room where I would teach dance. My mom found it for me like at an antique shop and she gave it to me to bring to this apartment. So I'm really happy that that's up. And then of course I have a fake fire burning in the background. Ooh, to get us into the How to Be Happy January spirit. Yeah, hello and welcome back to the second, I don't know what that is, second How to Be Happy January video. And whoa, first off, I have to say, your guys' responses to the first How to Be Happy January video blew me out of the water for 2 reasons. Now, the first reason is that letter took me like 3 hours to write and I was really nervous to put that out there. Your guys' responses to that letter, I swear I was running into Dan like, I don't know, a lot, and I was like, Dan, the responses to my letter are so nice. Then the second thing that blew me out of the water was your letters to 2014 and what your year has been. I feel like I read all the comments and your guys' years, there was just so much that happened in the last year. Sickness, death, relationship changes, family stuff. You guys went through a lot and I just kept reading it all and I also kept running to Dan and reading him your guys' letters as well. Like, Dan, you have to read this. And I was in awe of how strong you guys are and how much you guys have gone through. And I just want to congratulate all of you for continuing to move forward and being strong through all of those hard times. So that is the first thing, which by the way, side note, I also had some comments in that video saying that you wish that you had the letter that I wrote in writing because mine was just, you know, audible. It wasn't written anywhere. And I tried to post it in the info box, but it had too many characters. So it's actually up now. If you do want it in writing for some reason, it's up on NikkiPhillippi.com in the blog section because I am going to start blogging again. One of my New Year's resolutions is to write more and specifically to write out like most of my videos. Not all of them are going to be written out because things like, you know, hauls, I'm not necessarily gonna write out a haul. I want my videos to be more focused and pointed. So I wanted a place to put that as well as other outfit posts and I miss doing that. So yeah, now moving into today's video. Today's video is kind of funny because this week's theme is all about reflection. Now on Wednesday, I obviously reflected back on 2014 and today I am literally going to talk about my reflection, like in the mirror, what I see when I look in the mirror and my relationship with my reflection. But then I also want to talk about some of my current favorite products. So it's a little bit deep, a little bit of shallow, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So that is what today's video is going to be. All right, so I'm going to jump in. So first off, I am a girl and I am an emotional girl and I struggle with my relationship with my reflection. I'm gonna kind of give an example of what happened this week because this is an ongoing struggle, but I will just give like a recent example. I actually went out with my sister Shayna to take pictures for my blog. I wanted to take some photos of my outfit and do all of that. So we went out, we took the photos, we came back to the apartment and we sat down and I like uploaded the photos into the computer to scroll through them and pick the ones that I liked for us to post and edit and all of that. And I was scrolling through the pictures and I just felt immediately so discouraged. While I was scrolling through the pictures, all I could see when I was looking at these photos was just my ravaged face, my just torn apart skin. I had huge active breakouts. I actually had 2 really random like huge cysts that have been on my face for like 2 weeks. It's really weird. And all of the scarring that is just all over my cheeks and my whole face, but primarily my cheeks. As I was clicking through these photos, I just kind of became more and more sad. It was just really discouraging for me to see these photos. I started thinking about everything that I've done for my face, all of the special diets I've been on, all of the pills that I've taken, the facials, the special creams, the lotions, the potions, all of that. And it just made me feel discouraged because I feel like I've tried everything. And it then led me down this whole path of thinking like, when people look at my face, I bet they think, or I wonder if they think like, oh, have you tried Proactive? Like you should try Proactive, or oh, you just really need to wash your face. So I chose the pictures, I closed the computer and I just kind of went about my day, but throughout the whole day and into the night, I couldn't stop thinking about the pictures and thinking about my face. So that was yesterday, and this morning I woke up, and I like to start my days with listening to podcasts. And I was listening to a podcast this morning, and Rick Warren, which was who I was listening to, he actually hit a couple points in the podcast that I thought really applied to what I had been going through yesterday and what I was thinking when I fell asleep. And I thought that it really applied well just to the topic of reflection and vanity and what we see in the mirror. Point number uno. Just because I have a thought doesn't mean it is true. Just because I think I'm ugly doesn't mean that I am ugly. But also, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, like literally. What is beauty? Beauty is something that is relative. Beauty is something that is debatable. It's not math, it's not science. I know people can debate that too, but it's not factual. What one person might find beautiful, another person might find ugly, and vice versa. And when that's the case, who's right? So just because you have a thought, just because you think something, doesn't mean that it's actually true. Point number two, things that are not bad for you, things that aren't bad by nature, can become bad when they become compulsive and they dominate your thought life and they dominate your thoughts and your attention. That's repetitive, but sex, food, money, your career, and yes, beauty. Wanting to take care of yourself, wanting to look beautiful, I don't think that that's a bad thing. I think it becomes bad when it starts to dominate your life, when it starts to become all you think about, when you're throwing pity parties about yourself and about your acne and about what everyone else is thinking about you, and it becomes all about you. When you start to care more about how you look than how you treat other people, or when you care more about that than growing your wisdom or taking care of your body and being healthy or all of those things, when it becomes compulsive and obsessive and self-focused and centered like I was yesterday. Point number three is by celebrating who you uniquely are, you help other people celebrate who they uniquely are. By taking care of yourself, you're celebrating your beauty, and that's not a bad thing. It's really hard for me to not like look to my left, well that's my right. It's really hard for me not to look to my right and look to my left and see what other people are doing and how they look and what they're wearing and all of that, and not compare myself to them. But the thing is, when you do that, when you consciously choose to look to your right and look to your left and to compare, you are choosing to participate in a game that doesn't have a winner. There is no outcome in which you are going to win that game, because if I look over to my right and I see someone and I'm like, oh, well, I look better than them, then I end up feeling prideful and yeah, I guess that's the only word for that, is prideful. And then when I look to my left, if I'm like, oh, but I don't look as good as them, then I end up feeling really crappy about myself. So there literally is no way to win. And the other thing about that is that it ends up bringing us back to kind of like point number one. Like, who says that whatever I'm thinking about these people is even right in the first place? So my conclusion of how I feel when I look to my left and my right is solely determined by how I'm feeling that day. And I know my feelings go up and they go down, and they go up and they go down. So that makes for an exhausting and unfair ride to get on and to try to attach my value to. My value and your value does not lie in your beauty. And like, really, what is beauty? It's relative, like we were saying before. Our value lies in the ability to tap into our unique talents and then use those talents to encourage and help other people. Because after all, while this is hard to believe, it is not all about me, and it is not all about you. So, that being said, I still really love beautiful things. I love trying to take care of myself and trying to enhance my beauty. So I am going to go through some of my favorite products, the things that I have been loving and using all the time. I haven't done a favorites video since September, so I'm pretty excited to share these things that I have found. So I'm going to do a nice little awkward segue. I feel like, should I get up and dance? Would that be a good segue into the product section of this video? All right, I'm gonna pick up my products from the floor and we're gonna hop into that. Okay, so I am first going to start off with my natural products. I have segued over, I'm literally still kind of out of breath from that little dance party around the room. If you wanna pause, and you wanna have a dance party around your room and then sit down and watch the products, you could totally do that, because then I won't be alone and being out of breath. Go for it. If not, you can just keep playing the video. Just ignore the fact that I'm a little bit out of breath. That is sad. So anyways, as I was saying, I have recently segued some of my products. I don't think that's the right word, but I've kind of transitioned into a couple of natural products, a couple key things. I feel like whenever I do that, I get a lot of questions. I can't stop messing with my hair now. I get a lot of questions as to which natural products I use, because I know sometimes natural means like not that effective. So I wanted to let you know which ones I'm using and why I like them. I'm gonna show you one because I have it with me and I really like this and I'm using it, but there's another one I'm gonna have to show you a picture of that I am ordering to come back because I actually think I might prefer that one. But this one is really good too, and this one is in stores. That is a natural deodorant. Oh yeah. This is Jason's Common Lavender Pure Natural Deodorant Stick. No aluminum, no parabens, no, I don't know how to say the word, phthalates, or propylene glycol. I had tried natural deodorant in the past, but I stopped using it because I was like, whatever, I just want regular deodorant again. I don't like having to reapply my deodorant, because that is the thing about natural deodorant. A lot of times you can find one that works, but you have to keep reapplying it. My doctor, the one who took me off soy and wheat and all of that, she told me that I needed to stop using regular deodorant. And she was actually the reason I started yoga too, because she was like, you need to find as many ways to sweat as possible, and then you need to open the pathways for sweat. So stop using deodorant that like is stopping you from sweating, so antiperspirant. So I switched to a deodorant called Jungle Man, and my mom got me onto it, and that stuff is the best natural deodorant that I have ever used. This stuff that I'm using right now, because I ran out of Jungle Man and you can only order it on Amazon, is also pretty good, but this stuff has to be applied way more frequently. So it works, it will get rid of your scent, and if you're willing, you just want to get something that's available in stores, you don't want to wait for it to ship, this is a great option. Just know you're gonna have to apply it more frequently. And then the Jungle Man deodorant, which you can order online, you don't have to apply as frequently, but like I said, it's not in stores, you have to order it. So I recommend both of these deodorants if you are looking for a natural deodorant. Next natural products, I will put them in a pair. This is not that exciting. I have some exciting products too, but I think it's interesting. I am using the Tom's Oral Health Care. I am using the Wicked Fresh, clinically proven mouthwash in Cool Mountain Mint, and as you can see, I'm about halfway done with the bottle. This stuff is really awesome. It really works. It's a different kind of taste on your mouth. There's also, I believe there's no fluoride in this. The last time I went to the doctor's, she said that I was testing with a lot of fluoride in my system, and so the reason I switched is because she's like, you need to get off the oral health care with the fluoride. She's like, because you have too much in your system. So neither of these have fluoride. This is a really great taste. It's thicker than a normal mouthwash, but it works really well and it tastes really amazing. No animal testing, no artificial colors, sustainable practices, and recycled content or recycled packaging. So there's that. And then the Tom's of Maine Anti-Plaque and Whitening Toothpaste. And both of these are really great. When I had tried natural toothpaste and mouthwash in the past, I didn't like it as much as I like it now. All of this kind of stuff, all natural products in general, I feel like just keep getting better because the demand for it keeps going up. So both of these flavors are great. This is peppermint. This is Wicked Fresh Cool Mountain Mint. Man, this is exciting. Deodorant and oral health care. That's what you get when you come to NikkiPhillippi's channel. Oh man, I sound like such a grandma even with this next product. This next product is the Kirkland Body Wash Natural Citrus. Now, I got this because I needed some body wash, and I was like, well, I'm at Costco and they have to sell like massive tubs of body wash. I'll go check there. So I went to their body wash section and I was looking around and I started reading the ingredients, which I never, wow, I just noticed that plugs in the wall look like a little person going like this. Sorry, wow, if that wasn't proof that I may have ADD, I don't know what is. Anyways, I didn't even know I had plugs on that part of the wall. I never even noticed there's a plug in the middle of my wall. I thought they were all lower. I started reading ingredients, which I never really do, but I started to notice that a lot of them have soybean oil, and it's probably fine if it's on my body, but my doctor was having me avoid soy internally, so I was like, I'll just get the one that doesn't have soy in it. And the Kirkland body wash did not have soy, and there were 2 huge jugs of this for $9.99. It's also got 100% pure plant extracts, including mangosteen, olive leaf, chamomile, whatever, and pomegranates. So it smells really great. There's no parabens, no sulfates, gluten-free, no animal testing, biodegradable, and it has such a beautiful light citrus scent to it that feels so great when you're washing your body with this in the shower. So this was the next product. Okay, I'm gonna shake it up a little bit, something a little more exciting, and do some makeup. Now, all of my makeup favorites recently, and actually I have even more, I'm just gonna say the whole line, but I'm showing these products specifically, have been from the brand Tarte. I have become Tarte obsessed. They sent me a ton of products. I actually went to Jingle Ball with Tarte, and I just am in love with their products because not only are their products natural, like no parabens, they don't test on animals, but they don't seem like natural products. They seem just like any other product you'd buy that had all the extra gunk in it that maybe one might be trying to avoid. And I'm gonna show 3 of my current favorite products from them, but honestly, there are a lot more. I love them. So the first one is this lip color that I've been wearing and I wanna put more on right now. I get so many questions about this on Instagram. Every time I'm wearing it in a video, people are like, what's on your lips? It is this. This is the Tarte Lip Surgeons Matte Lip Tint in Envy. This is so amazing because it is a matte lip tint, but it feels like a lip balm. So your lips feel really hydrated and moisturized when you wear this. And the color, I think, is like a Your Lips, but better, like a little darker, a little more oomphed up. I don't know, I love this color. This is the only color I've been wanting to wear when I put lipstick on, or any kind of lip color. So I'm obsessed. And then to the subject that I spoke about in the beginning with my skin, I have been obsessed with Tarte's, whatchamacallit, cover up stuff. Now, do not associate my random breakouts I had recently with the Tarte products because I know sometimes natural products can break you out. It definitely wasn't these because I've been using these products now for like 6 months. I just had something weird go on and I don't know what it was. But the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer, this stuff covers anything. It is so thick, it's such a tiny tube, but it covers anything and everything. It's amazing. And then the Tarte Fair Light Neutral Powder Amazonian Clay Powder Foundation. This stuff is amazing as well because it's pretty much a full coverage foundation, but in like a powder mineral form. Really, really amazing. Sometimes when I'm getting ready, I can just use this, or I'll use a little bit of this, a little bit of this. I love the whole brand. I've never been so into one brand for like my face. All right, so I'm gonna move on to skincare. Now, I only have one skincare favorite for the month, and that has been the Kate Somerville Exfoliate Gentle Mask. And this mask, I've used Exfoliate before, but I never used the Gentle Exfoliate. And this has been really awesome to use because when my skin has been freaking out, you only use this like a couple times a week, once or twice a week. And it just kind of refreshes my skin and it allows me to better apply my makeup over like those 2 random breakouts that I've had recently. And it just, whoop, gives my face a nice, clean, refreshed look, and I love it. I really like Kate Somerville in general. Awesome. Another favorite of mine recently has been the Tresemme Fresh Start Dry Shampoo. I don't know why I said that sounds kind of gross. I used to be really anti-dry shampoo because I thought, why would you use dry shampoo? Just get in the shower and wash your hair and stop being gross. And I didn't realize that what is so amazing about dry shampoo, A, it can not only help you if you're trying to style your hair, but also, let's say, like, okay, I have been trying to not wash my hair every single day of the week. I haven't been able to stretch it as far as I used to because I do yoga now. But if I want to just go a day without washing my hair, for example, I just washed my hair last night, but I want to go to yoga in a couple hours. I don't think I want to wash my hair right when I leave. I might want to wait till like tomorrow to wash my hair. I will use this after to kind of soak up the oil in my hair and to pull it up if I'm going out tonight or whatever. It's just really awesome because if I want to work out in the morning and then I want to go about my day and I think, oh, I want to put my hair in a high bun, but my hair might look a little greasy if I worked out, I can just shower, keep my hair up, and when I get out, spray this in my hair, toss all my fingers through, and it looks nice and fresh even when it's pulled up into a bun, because pulling up your hair after working out only is passable and still looks decent if your hair's not greasy and gross looking. So this stuff has been amazing. I think this is my 2nd bottle. It's just really awesome. And my roots are darker and this doesn't show up on my roots. So I don't know if you have like black hair, if this will work, but maybe. It says that it is a invisible formula and that there is no residue when you spray this. So definitely worth a try. It's super cheap at the drugstore. I love it. Next favorite item I have is the Noir Teas from Victoria's Secret. This stuff smells amazing, and I'm gonna let you in a little secret. It's my perfume, but Dan has been using it as like a unisex scent. Like when he'll leave the house, he loves it so much, he'll even spray it on himself. It's such a beautiful, warm, I think it's a very sexy smell, but it's not like in your face. It's kind of still delicate and it's not super intense. Part of that is also because it is a body mist, but I couldn't be more obsessed with the scent, and when you go to Victoria's Secret next, I recommend that you check this smell out. Oh, it just makes me happy to smell this way. And sometimes my nose will like tune out to the smell, and then I'll take like a jacket off or something, and then later I'll put the jacket back on. Choking on the mist. When I put the jacket back on, like I'll get a waft, I don't think that's a word, but of the smell, and I'm like,
oh my god, this stuff smells so good.
So I highly recommend checking this out. My very last favorite is the Paradise Tropical Passion Iced Tea. Now I'm actually going to be giving away one of these in this video, so if you want to check the info box for the rules, if you've made it this far, I think you just deserve to potentially win something because this was a very long video. So that is going to be linked down below. But this tea, if you've been following me for a long time, you know that I used to go when I lived in Santa Clarita to It's a Grind all the time. And It's a Grind, this was the tea that they served. And you can't find it in grocery stores, you can only find it online because they sell it for restaurants. So like, I ordered a box of this. This will give you like honestly 30 to 40 glasses of iced tea. It is amazing. So I ordered it online. Also, I will have it linked down below, and it's also linked on my website in my shop if you just want to order some. It's the most amazing tropical passion iced tea. I love it so much more than any other tea that I've ever tried, and I'm just obsessed with making tea at home now. All right, guys, so that wraps up the second, can you believe it, day of How to Be Happy January. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you want to leave in the comments down below either some of the products or things that you have just been loving recently, or if you want to add to my little speech that I gave at the beginning down below, you have thoughts on the topic of your reflection and your relationship with yourself when it comes to beauty, feel free to add down below to that, because as I mentioned in my last video, I really do try to go through and read all of my comments, and I love reading what your guys' thoughts are on what we're talking about, because it really is, it's a conversation, and what you guys say fuels me, and I learn so much from you guys, and it's inspiring. If you want to join the conversation off of the YouTube on other social sites, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of that jazz, you can just use the hashtag HowToBeHappyJanuary, and you can see everyone that is talking about How to Be Happy January. So it's a cool way to join in the conversation, kind of input your thoughts about happiness, your favorite quotes, pictures that inspire you, recipes that make you happy, whatever. And it's really fun to scroll through the hashtag throughout the day as people keep adding stuff. It's really cool to see. So yeah, that is it. I will see you all on Sunday. I'm really excited for Sunday's video. I love you guys very much, and yeah, I'm gonna say adios now. Adios.